Hello, good morning. Happy Tuesday. This was the only one thing in my closet that I could put on that wasn't a jacket. Do you love it? It's not what we're going to talk about today. We're actually going to talk about guess. I'll give you 3 guesses. It's not breath work. It's not my kitten. It's water. That's what it is. And I'm just waiting for my friend Allie to hop on so we can talk about why she got started and how she, is running her business and what the water has done for her. So just giving her a minute to hop on here. I also just put baby oil on my face. And but that's it. This is the best my skin has ever looked this time of year. Usually it's like really breaking out. I usually break out all around here and all around here, and like it looks so good. It looks so good. Just saying, I think stress had a lot to do with it. And even though I experience stress still, like I'm still stressed, I'm building a business, I'm not trapped under fluorescent lights all day. Maybe the effects of the water are finally working. Maybe watching people die all the time, that stress has lifted. So, just waiting for her to get here so we can talk about that stuff. I actually got this from Spirit Hoods, I think it's called Spirit Hoods. But yeah, look at it's all sparkly. It's so fun. Look at it. It has little cat ears. I love it. It's amazing. And you know what? Maybe I should just wear it more in the morning time because it is a robe. It's an amazing robe. See? It has a little... But I actually wore it on the playa, I think twice. Maybe just once. And look at it. It just got clean. Like I could sell this. Spirit Hoods. What's up? Oh sweet. Allie is here. Hello. And let's see how we get her in here. Thanks, Allie. I think you just request to join the video, yeah? Let's see, how do I do that? Oh, go live with Allie. I think I just added you or asked you to come on. Hello, good morning.
Hi.
I was just selling this
What do you
robe.
like?
I was like, gosh, I'm really good at selling for other people. And Spirit Hoods probably doesn't care that I'm here talking about my
Oh, it's
amazing.
adorable. I love it.
Isn't it fun? I bought it
It
for Burning
is.
Man years ago, 3 years ago, and wore it, and it was the only warm thing in my closet. So I put it in,
Hey,
and now I'm like too hot. Like it's very warm. It's like really thick. But yeah, it's super fun. And sometimes it's the only thing in my closet that isn't a jacket. So
oh,
put it on. How was your morning?
it's good. I'm sipping on my coffee and sitting at Panera right now while my son's at school. He's there for just like a couple hours this morning. So I come here on a lot of those days and
Nice.
work and yeah, and sip
Nice.
coffee.
Right on. That sounds really nice.
Yeah.
I was just saying how my skin, usually this time of year, I have breakouts all here here. Like my skin's usually really bad this time of year, like
The
terrible.
dryness. Yeah.
And it's just glowing.
It is. I literally was thinking that, like, when I hopped on, I was like, wow, it's like early for her. And like, your skin looks so good. It
I
really
did
does.
put baby oil on it this morning, but like just all I
But
did
it's
was
clear. It's clear
right.
though.
Like all I did was wash with the 6.0 and like
Hmm.
but like I'm like, dude, okay, this is worth it, right? I was like, okay, I am stressed because I'm building a business, don't get me wrong, like I am stressed,
Hmm.
but the fact that my skin, the largest organ on our body, is this clear, and then like my hair, I usually get really bad dandruff, and it's just
Mm.
like doesn't exist. It's crazy. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, so I was just that's what I was talking about while I waited for you. Um,
Awesome.
and we'll see if anyone hops on, and if not, whatever, we can just use this as social proof, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Let's just because I mean we're already live. We might as well just roll with it, and if people can
yeah,
catch the replay, that way we can make it to our next meeting that we have.
yeah, totally. And so I think the last time you interviewed me, right?
I think so. I think we both, but I don't remember which one was more recent, whether it was like
Yeah,
me asking you or you asking me. I don't remember.
yeah, yeah. But I guess so. I guess I could just say, like, I'm a respiratory therapist who quit her job 7 months ago, and you're a nurse who quit also around the same time, yeah?
So I've been away from the bedside for it's going to be actually close to 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Coming up here soon. Yeah, yeah. I've
Wow.
been away. Hmm.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
coming up on 3 years. But I mean, I'm still a nurse. I still have my license and I don't plan on letting that go because I think eventually one day I will been playing around with some ideas, on how I can incorporate that into like what we do here with our business. And then also, like being able to use that. Like obviously it's not what I used to do. Like my main bread and butter was ICU, but I want to be able to use my nursing license in some way. So I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, like, I mean, as far as insurance goes, there's some loopholes, right? Like people can use their HSA
Hmm.
account for this machine. And I
Hmm.
I am like, why didn't I know that when I had my HSA? Because I was full time, and then I
Mm,
and then I went to part time. But I was like, that's it, people are buying like beds with their HSA account. You can buy,
yeah.
pillows, like things that are
Can
gonna help.
red light therapy. I just told my husband that the other day. I was like, we're getting a red light unit because I have a mask, but I was like, we're going to get a unit. We can use our FSA for it. And like, with the new year, it just recycled, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get one. He was like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
get one.
that's fun.
So I need to purchase one. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's great because something like that, I mean, obviously is like an alternative,
Yeah.
non-invasive healing modality. And, it's
Yeah.
great that they're covering it. I feel like that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. And like, so I feel like as a nurse, if you get a special license, like you can then have like insurance step in, right? So like there's ways to go about like covering these machines with insurance. I think that's in the works, right? Like I think that's coming,
Mm,
especially after this documentary came out. They had mentioned
hmm.
that.
Yeah.
And so if you're carrying like a healthcare license of some sort, like if you decided, oh, I want to be a PA so I can carry some sort of insurance, or like physical therapists can take insurance, but like
Yeah.
going through some sort of like there's got to be like this loophole where we can accept insurance into our business somehow. And I think just having our health licenses and knowing about that area, that system, is like going to be really, really super helpful. Hi, Mallory. Welcome. I'm just speaking with Allie here. She's a retired ICU nurse. And we're just talking about how insurance and HSA can cover these machines. Well, at least HSA can right now.
Yeah, not insurance yet. I'm saying
Not
yet.
a,
I think it's still going to be a little bit before that happens.
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
feel like I think for a while it'll still stay in like the functional medicine and more like natural lane, if you will, versus like the corporate healthcare, which is actually sick care. But did you catch that? You probably did. I'm sure you probably feel the same way about that, Whitney, especially if you're not in that space anymore.
yeah.
And I think it might get worse before it gets better. Even though I've been away from the bedside for a little bit, like I feel like it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Well, that's the thing. It's like working during COVID, I was like, okay, it's gonna change. Like this, it got so bad. It got the worst
Hmm.
I've ever seen it. I mean, we had two patients in a room that we didn't ever plan to have two patients in. And so we
Yeah.
had two patients in a room, and I was just overwhelmed. It was crazy, and things didn't get better afterwards. Like RSV season came in, and it was like,
Hmm.
oh my gosh, like I was in fear every day that my son was going to get so sick that he was going to have to come to the hospital and we were going to have to ship him out to Portland. Like it didn't get
Mm.
better. And then like people are burnt out even before, like it already felt like people were burnt out when I started in 2014, whenever that was, like when I graduated as an RT, like it already felt like people were burnt out in
Oh yeah.
2014, and
Oh,
now
for sure.
10 years later it's like double that. It's like, oh
Hmm.
my god, yeah. It's definitely not what I signed up for initially,
I
but
know. Yeah, and it's heartbreaking, but
yeah.
everything happens for a reason anyway, and our journey, it's part of our journey. And I personally believe that even though I'm not doing that anymore, like, my dream was to go to CRNA school. That was my plan A. I didn't have a plan B. Like, plan B wasn't even in my thought process or vocabulary. COVID happened, that completely rocked my world. I fell out of love with critical care. It was freaking heartbreaking. And then just like not to mention the trauma that you go through like during that period as a frontline worker. And then I got pregnant, I had my son, and like that just completely, I was just like, okay, like I no longer want to go back to school. I'm called home. Like I tried to go back to work PRN. I've always been called home. I've gone back to work a couple of times PRN since my son was born. I've always been called home. And I'm like, you know what? I do believe though that all of those years I worked as a nurse, like nursing school prepared me. All those years that I worked as a nurse, I went, I did traveling. Like I had those experiences and they made me, informed me into the person that I am today because had I not gone through COVID, as painful and as like heartbreaking and traumatizing as it was, I probably wouldn't have shifted like my desires and priorities and how I see the world too. So like I probably, even if I was presented this opportunity, I probably wouldn't have been receptive to it. You know what I mean? So like I will always say like, oh man, I wish I found this sooner. But at the same time, I don't think I would have been ready to receive it and see it with the same lens had I seen it like 5 years ago.
Absolutely. Oof, getting
So
warm. Right, like you have to have like you have to have enough reason to stay and do it, or else you're just going
yeah.
to see another shiny object and the hospital will seem easier because you can just show up and clock in. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's like I feel like I needed that little nudge too, because I could have sat there even longer,
Hmm.
like I still think about that. I'm like, maybe I should have stayed a little bit longer, but it takes what it takes to like get you to the next level, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like one of the hardest things is like grieving my old self, right?
Hmm.
Like I've like I feel like I'm going through a shift right now where like it's like, ooh, good things are happening, things are rolling, but oh, I just want to be sad and I don't
Hmm.
even know why. Like I told my partner, I was like, I don't even know why I want to be sad. I'm just sad. Like I'm just sad. And I think it's like this grieving of my old self who is
Hmm.
also scared to move forward. And it sounds crazy because like wouldn't you want to move forward to like the thing that's going to help you the most, you're going to, be a better person, make more money, help more people, like, wouldn't you want to move towards that person? And yet I'm feeling
Mm-hmm.
so scared and like so sad of this person that, I'm gonna like cut off all my hair, no more pink hair. No, and like that I'm
I
not
like your
necessarily,
pink hair.
well, it's gotta go. But that's what was kind of like, that was kind of the metaphor. But yeah, just like
Oh.
grieving her and kind of loving her. And this was almost an attempt to relive like my high school dreams that I never got to
Mm.
live. Like I wasn't allowed to, but no, this wouldn't have happened. I think I tried to, and it just, so it's like I'm getting to like rebuild and relive and do some things that I didn't really get to do when I was young, like because it was like
Mm.
go to school. It was like I went to school out of fear. I went to school to please my parents and my grandparents. And so like, yeah, I'm on this journey, and it's really beautiful and it's really scary, but like I'm really
Yes.
excited that people like you who know what the ICU is like, who know what being a mom during COVID's like I'm so happy that
Hmm.
we get to like link arms and do this together. Like, thank you. Thank you for being
Yeah,
here.
yeah, absolutely. No, and it really is like that's such a part of it though, and that's so normal, like what you're feeling, going through that kind of like you're kind of tiptoeing in like to your future self, and you're like still kind of you're still kind of wearing that shell, if you will, or like that skin of your old self, and you're kind of in between, in that in between phase. It is kind of weird. It is a weird feeling. You do go through those emotions, because I mean I've been there too, like several times, right? Because we go through it in all different things, with motherhood, with our career, maybe with relationships, just personally and stuff. So yeah, definitely. I love that you were so like transparent and like opening up about that, because it really is normal, and I feel like that's so relatable to everybody, not just people in business. It can be very relatable to moms too, like not having any children, and then now you're a new mom, like you do kind of have to shed that old version of yourself, because you're not the same person. Everything, your life does a complete 180, so it's
Yeah.
it's super relatable. So yeah, no, this is so good. I just want to mind the time, because we have like a
Yeah.
few minutes before we have to hop on our other meeting. But do we want
Yeah.
to add any like final points
I
or
don't think
anything?
so. I think just like wanted to share that we get to do this business with like-minded individuals, like-minded people who have walked through the scary parts and are there
Hmm.
to hold you, and just acknowledge that. I One last thing, I find it really interesting that you said the word shed, and then I have never heard more people talk about the year of the snake or Chinese
Hmm.
astrology than I have this
Yes,
year. I'm
that's
like,
where I got it from.
since when are people so interested in Chinese astrology? I mean, like, it's really cool because, like, I thought I was, a little woo, but everyone's talking about it. Everyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're in healthcare, in a teacher, a music teacher, everyone's talking about it. It's so cool.
Hmm.
So I think, like, to like close out, like, shed that skin, do one thing to like, you know, say goodbye to the old you and welcome in the
Hmm.
year of the horse. And that could
Yeah,
be,
and let go.
right?
Let
That could
go.
be
Let it
doing this,
go. Throw
doing
it
the
behind
scary
you.
thing
Throw it behind
and
you.
yeah, doing that scary thing and like reaching out to one of us and asking us what the heck we're doing, right? Like
Hmm.
just going like, okay, I've been watching them and they keep talking about this hydrogen water, they keep talking about being in business, they keep talking about this and that. Like maybe now's the time that I just get a little curious and ask for more information, like get a little
Yes.
humble, get a little
Yeah.
curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to send a message. You won't
Yeah.
die, I promise.
We're really nice. We're not snakes.
And by the way, I do want to add one more thing, because I think people don't really like realize is that Whitney is in Oregon and I'm in Florida. We've actually met before in person. Now, more of the people that we do work with, well, maybe not you, because you all are very like local, you have a local team, but most of the people that I work with, I have not met before in person. We all, we're from all over the place. I have team members from all over the country, and we're able to connect because of social media, and we're able to use it for good. We're able to use it for positivity, building relationships, helping people, but that also does give you this gives you the opportunity to then be able to meet people and build relationships from all over the country and all over the world. So I just thought that that was really, really cool, with the collaboration that we have here. We kind of just wanted to close out with that. But yeah,
I
thanks,
love
Whitney.
that.
This is fun to just do like an organic conversation about, a little bit of our journey and just some, points and things that we've been through. So yeah, this is fun.
Dude, that was perfect. Yes, you can do it anytime, anywhere, on a little island in Fiji if you'd like. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Bye. Happy Tuesday. Thank you.
Bye.